how to read. If you read English every day loudly, at least for 5 minutes, you will find that your English fluency is improving a lot. You can speak better, but nobody uses that. Nobody does that. They only read in their mind and they read quickly, skipping everything. So don't do that. Read slowly. Read the same passage, maybe 100 words, 200 words. Read loudly, that means making a sound, and read every day. Read slowly. Pronounce each word clearly. Even if you are pronouncing wrong, no problem at all. Many people say, "Madam, we don't have cell phone, we don't have smartphone." Don't worry. I belong to a generation which did not see smartphone. Still we learned English. I learned English without using a smartphone. So all of you can learn. Now I'm going to read these few hundred words to you. Please follow carefully. When you watch this program, I hope there is a button for replaying it, Bharat. Then replay this sentence by sentence so that you know how I read one sentence. Then you read that one sentence 10 times. Then you go to the second sentence. Like that, if you do, you will find that your pronunciation, your vocabulary, your expressions, your grammar, everything is improving without going to any special book only for learning these skills. Learning those things is very important, but that doesn't help you to communicate correctly always. So this is a story which is on page 187. The book is called Tales and Parables of Sri Ramakrishna. The name of the story is The Chameleon. Once a man entered a wood and saw a small animal on a tree. He came back and told another man that he had seen a creature of a beautiful red color on a certain tree. The second man replied, "When I went into the wood, I also saw that animal. But why do you call it red? It is green." Another man who was present contradicted them both and insisted that it was yellow. Presently, others arrived and contended that it was gray, violet, blue, and so forth and so on. At last, they started quarreling amongst themselves. To settle the dispute, they all went to the tree. They saw a man sitting under it. On being asked, he replied, "Yes, I live under this tree and I know the animal very well. All your descriptions are true. Sometimes it appears red, sometimes yellow, and at other times blue, violet, gray, and so forth. It is a chameleon, and sometimes it has no color at all. Now it has a color, and now it has none." After that, there is one more paragraph which I'm not reading. I have read to you the main part of the story. There is a moral for the story which you will read when you get the book or get an online copy. So how do we learn from it? First, I showed you how to read and listen. These are the two important skills for learning English, reading and listening. So while you're reading with your mouth, you are listening with your ears. Please don't only read and close your ears, or keep your ears open and your mouth shut. Don't do that also. What you need to do is read loudly so that you can listen. Read it again and again. First you replay and read along with me, then you read later. Today I'm not going to do this. I have done this in a series of videos, which again Bharat has uploaded, he tells me. That was in another school, and it was a 1-week program. So all these videos are there. I can't tell you which is the first video and which is the last video. Please don't ask me such questions. All videos are important. You choose which you want to see first and which you want to see last. So now today let us do how to learn grammar from this story. This is all which we are going to learn today. Next time I see you, I will tell you how to learn vocabulary from the same story. Then we will do how to learn pronunciation from this same story. Then I will tell you how to learn spelling and punctuation from the same story. So for the next 4 or 5 lectures, the story will be the same. I hope you remember. The story is called as the Chameleon. When you listen to this, if you can listen again and again as I told you, you can prepare your own script. Listen to 2 words which I am reading, stop the video, write down those 2 words. Then what are you practicing? You're practicing writing, which is a very important skill. I have given many lectures on LSRW. Writing is very important. So what are you doing? You are reading, you are listening, you are writing, everything based on some 200 words which I have read out to you. Now look at the first sentence. Once. The word sentence begins once. This is the beginning of all stories which are of an old age. We call it as ancient. So if we want to begin an ancient story, a story of the past, a story which has happened long back, then we use the word once. So once, you can see, is a part of speech which we call as an adverb. Once upon a time, that is what we say. A man entered a wood. Now look at this sentence. A man. Look at the article. A, an, and the are the 3 articles in English. In this story, you will find many times these articles are used. Once you have this story with you, underline all the articles, see what function they are doing and how they are referring to each noun, because an article is used only to describe a noun. It is used in front of a noun just like an adjective. But its function is to show whether there is one or there is more than one, or it is general when we don't need an article for the same word. Suppose we use the word man, it means all human beings. So here the word man is used. I told you a man. Now why did I say a man? Because we are talking about one person, one individual human being. We are not talking about the entire humanity. If we talk about entire humanity, then we can use man. But today, there is a lot of gender equality in language. So when we are talking about gender equality in language, that means it is called gender neutral. That means we don't say man, woman separately. We say person. So we say people for plural. Suppose you say people, it means everybody. So this is a word which we have to remember, that when we are using a noun to indicate one person, any one person, not specific, but anyone, but a single person, number is 1. Then we say that it is a article, that is indefinite article. Because man is a consonant pronunciation, the sound is consonant, m, therefore we use a. Suppose it was a vowel pronunciation, then we would have used an, that is an. Because to pronounce a, which is a vowel, along with the next noun, which is a vowel, is very difficult. Therefore, we don't do it. Instead, what do? We pronounce a n sound, which is a consonant sound, in the middle. This you have to remember. So imagine, in so much time, in 20 minutes, I have been able to explain to you only 2 or 3 words of grammar. Can you understand how much from 200 words you can learn? So I will continue like that. Now, a man entered a wood. That is the sentence I was using. This is only part of the first sentence. The first word is once, Then comes a man entered. Man is called as the subject of the sentence. Subject of the sentence is always the person who is doing the work. All verbs indicate that work is being done, or there is some existence, or there is some belonging. This also I have done in great detail in some videos. Bharat has uploaded all of them. I keep remembering Bharat every minute. So he will be able to guide you as to where these are.